Hey team. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about the 12-week year. I really hope that you have read the book already. If you haven't, there's still time to at least start it, or even next week. That's totally fine too. But if you can't find it anywhere, or if you don't have the money to spend and you can't find it at your library or anything like that, try YouTubing it. I'm sure there's some good information on YouTube or on Google. Just don't fall into the trap of getting stuck there researching for like hours, because we don't want to do that. So anyways, the basis of what the 12-week year is, what he talks about there is how when people set goals, they have the whole year in mind, so 12 months. So we set goals in January, and then there's such a long period of time before we actually have to reach those goals. We really procrastinate, and there is no kind of pressure for us to get our stuff done. And when like October, November starts coming around, that's when we really have to work really hard to try to achieve those goals if we haven't given up on them completely yet. And he even gives examples of how a lot of companies, they're most profitable at the end of the year for that simple reason, because the first like 2/3 of it, they haven't done much. So anyways, when we talk about the 12-week year, what we're doing is we're just planning our goals. We have like our big goals for the whole year, and that's exactly what we did last time on our call. We were talking about some things that we want to focus on this year, and the 12-week year just kind of breaks that down into 4 sprints. The sprints is kind of where this comes from, that word. This is the planner that I'm using, and a few of us are using it, but she also has it set up to go in 12-week sprints, which is awesome. So anyways, when we're talking 12 weeks, we set our goals so that we're going to be working every single week. We don't have a lot of time to waste like we do in a year, because we have our goals to achieve within 12 weeks. So we work harder, we procrastinate less, and there's a lot more focus. So when we're setting our goals, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what I did, and I hope that you've done this already. So just kind of a little recap of last week. So we chose our word here of the year that we're going to focus on, and ironically mine is focus. And then mine was family, myself, my business, and my faith. And then 4 kind of sub goals there that we want to focus on. And then I had told you at that point on the back of it, make sure that you write down some action steps that are going to get you to those goals so you can achieve those goals. I really hope that you've done that. If you haven't, please take the time to do that, because that's really going to help you with setting your 12-week goals. So that's exactly what I did. So I just took all my like little subcategories here, and I put them down here. So under family, I put down my 4 subcategories and just some action steps that are going to help me achieve those goals. So the nice thing about the 12-week year is we're splitting those goals up. We don't have like 20 things to focus on over a 12-month period. It's a lot. It's kind of overwhelming because you don't know where to start, what's most important right now, what can you leave for later. So when we're doing these 12-week sprints, we have 4 of them in the year. We can focus on a few things at once, and then kind of leave those as we achieve them, and then move on to something else for your next sprint. So I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up in Excel so that you can easily track it. And I really love this. I didn't actually create this. It was somebody from the Empire, so I'm really glad she did that. So I'm going to share my screen here and show you how to do that. Okay, so I am gonna post the link to this. This is her 12-week year tactics tracker. It's in view only mode. So what you have to do is click File, make a copy, and then there it is, copy of 12-week year. And you want to save it in My Drive, and then click OK. Okay, so there it is. This is your own copy. It's editable, so you can change it however you want. The nice thing about this is she has all the formulas created so that it calculates your percentage that you complete every year. And the nice thing that I like about the 12-week year is you don't need to complete 100%. If you can reach 80% in your categories, that's a successful week. So I really like that because you're not set up for failure, you know, trying to reach 100% all the time. So anyway, so these are hers that she has here. So she wants to lose some inches in her first 12 weeks and earn that amount of money. So that's kind of her personal, or that's kind of her like weight loss, and then her business goal, and then some self-care goals. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how I am going to change this year to my business goal, for example. So my business goal in the first 12 weeks, because my overall goal is to hit elite this year. So what's going to help me in the beginning of the year is sponsoring a lot of coaches, because when coaches hit Success Club, coaches that have been sponsored in the last 2 years, when they hit Success Club and earn volume, things like that, that helps me with my elite points. So anyways, so I want to sponsor 30 coaches in my first 12 weeks. Okay, so sponsor 30 coaches. Okay, so I'll show you here for a second how she has this formula set up. So she has this created here. Notice how she's marked off 1, 1, and 1 for Monday. So that over here equals 3, and that number automatically changes. So I'll show you here. If I put a 1 in there, then that's going to change to 4. So what she's done here is she has calculated, so all these cells, they automatically calculate to what you want. So it's actually super simple. It may sound complicated, but it's not. If you double click here, so she has it set up, she wants to follow the containers 7 days a week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So her first category there is a 7 because she wants to do it 7 days a week. Her second one is a 7 as well. She wants to follow her workout calendar 7 days a week. Her third one is 7 as well because she wants to focus on drinking enough water 7 days a week. Her last one is only a 3 because she wants to listen to a specific health podcast 3 times a week because that'll help her be motivated to lose her weight. So, so that's awesome. That's how, whoops. Oh shoot, I don't know how I just did that. I'm gonna try to undo that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, phew. Okay, so it's a little touchy if you want to. Okay, I'm just going to try it. There we go. Just tab over. Don't try to click on a different cell. Okay. But you can just click undo if you make a mistake, and then it'll go back to what you had previously. So anyways, I'm going to show you because I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually have 5 categories here, or I did have 5 in my mind. I only wrote down 4. Hang on here. Oh yeah. Okay. So I like to work 6 days a week and not 7 days a week. I need that 1 day break, and I think we should all have that 1 day break. So that is my personal suggestion to you. So sponsor 30 coaches. So the first thing that I need to do is daily PD, and that is 7 days a week. That's not 6. And then I'm just going to erase these. Okay, and then my next one is, this is per week that we're talking because we're setting up one thing per week, like one goal here per week. So 4 contacts per day. So that is 6 days a week as well. So that equals 24. So I'm just going to write 24 here in brackets because that equals 24 a week. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for because I want to get close to 100 a month because making new contacts, that's obviously how you're going to find new challengers, and that's how you're going to find new coaches, right? So, okay. So my next one is 3 coach invites per day. So that equals 18 per week. And I might, you guys know how I run my calendar. I probably won't send every day 3 coach invites. I usually kind of send them in a batch, and that's okay. You can still, maybe one day you're gonna do like a whole bunch of them, and the other days you won't. If I do 18 in a week, I'll just mark all my days off. That way it still evens out in the end. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so coach post. I need to do a coach post, and this is going to be every single day because I post on social media 3 to 5 times a day. So I need to talk coaching every single day, and it's not always going to be come and join my team. It's going to be things that coaching has done for me, the reason I started coaching, things like that. Okay, so I'm going to add one here, and this is not included in her cells yet or in her automatic calculation. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I need to keep up with my streak, and that's going to be 6 days a week. Okay. So if you look over here, her sum, so she's calculating from D6, so that's this cell right here, to J9, which is that cell right there. That's how it comes up with the automatic numbers when you put a 1 in for Monday or Tuesday or whatever. So I'm just going to change this here so it goes to D10. So it calculates this line that I added in here for streak as well. Okay. So I'm just going to double check. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so now I am going to change this number up here. So daily PD is 7, so that's good. 4 contacts per day, and that was going to be 6 days a week. So I'm going to change this to a 6, so I can only mark it off once I've had 4 contacts for that day. And then 3 coach invites per day, and that's going to be 6 days a week as well. And then coach post is going to be 7. I'm going to add another one. Oh, I put steak, huh? I just noticed that. You guys are probably laughing. I'm going to change that to streak. So streak was going to be 6 days a week as well. So I'm going to change that to 6. So my total at the end of the week should be 32. Okay, so just tab on over. Let's change this here. Okay. And then I won't go into the other 2 here on how to set these ones up because I think that that probably made enough sense that you can figure out how to set these ones up to your own goals here and then just calculate them. Just change like your numbers here, like how many times a week that you need to check that off. Like date night is 1 time a month, so she doesn't actually even have that on there as a weekly goal. It's just something I think that she put on there as a reminder that she wants to do that girl times once a month. Same for that. So she only has this listen to music for 30 minutes 2 times a week. So there's a 2 at the end there. And listen to a fun book 2 times a week. So that's a 2 at the end there as well. And a bath 1 time a week. So that's the 1. So at the end of the week, she wants to have 5 in the self-care. So anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to check in every week with our streak, or not with our streak, and I have that in my mind, with our 12-week tactics. So I'm thinking on Sunday nights, we'll just check into Fit Souls to see how we did, what we struggled with, and what percentages we got into with our goals. So I hope that that makes sense to you, and I hope that you guys really take this seriously because I think this could make a huge difference for all of us. I know for me, even just setting these goals, writing down my action steps, and now setting this up here, I know exactly what to focus on for this sprint. And I know that I don't have to think about some other things that are going to come up later on. Like, for example, my business goal next term is probably not going to be sponsorship. It's probably going to be helping my coaches to earn Success Clubs. So then that's going to look completely different. So anyways, if you have any questions, I hope you comment on the video below, and I am super excited to rock this first 12-week sprint with you. And we get started on Monday the 23rd, and we'll check in every Sunday night after that. So anyways, have a good night, and we will chat with you soon.